Judo, the Christian, the tradition, the wings made in the image of God, and the Latins, the imagery. So 2 years ago, we launched imagery. So with the similar, the God, the face, and the spiritual, mental, the physically, and everything, right? So we have image of the image of God, the peace value, the value. I have the questionnaires for years ago. I ask you guys, right? So what's the value? It's mine. It's my life, or the character or personality. The peace value, your worth, and truly your organ, not your output, the putting output. So it's like the watermark or piece of the currency is brought in the paper itself. So we have the contract or something, right? So we have to buy something, the merchant item in the market or the grocery. So we have a value. So you pay the $10, but we have the value so $10. So sometimes it's a match. We're celebration or we're happy. But sometimes I pay $10, but this value of food or item is $5. It's unhappy. So immediately, the God created me and you. So maybe it's value, same thing. Maybe God want is a more the great person, but you are human. We have big mistake and we unfollow the God of our guideline. So we broke system. So ugly, right? So God is now happy. So He wants to give more chance. The Abel, the Yosef. So we have so many times you do it too. So give a chance. Why? Because the God make the great person, the world, and the very person. But who broke the system? It's our mistake, right? So we want to keep the boundary of the God world, so very happy life and the joy life. Good morning. The page 41.
책을 잃어버렸어요.
Yes. The 41 page. So on universal, you can screen. It's applied to every person, the rigorous of their moralities, the capability or belief. The morality, the morally, and the capability and the belief. So we learn to believe too, right? So universal is applied to every person. So not individually, and also we have Adam, Eve, and the man, the female, or language and everything. So it's a regardless of our morality or capability or belief. And we have passive, the active and the passive, right? The passive reception, so you don't achieve, is an image of God. You don't need to achieve it because the God gives credit and then God gives the guideline. So we have a passive position, it's not active position. So your simultaneous process is by whichever is deciding. So we just follow is a God guideline, is no problem. But we can't change anything, right? But the sin of God, sometimes the sin have inside the world, the God, the Adam. So sin, what you say, sin won't talk to the Adam Eve. Yeah, you can try the apple because you can more. If you eat the apple, maybe you start the God. It's more smart, more your intelligence, you are more powerful. So they want try something. So the universally and the passive rejection, so achievable. But God gives to a management of our position of our Eden garden. But Noah, also the Noah too, Adam, Eve, and then Noah, they had the refuse and the position. So every time the God wants, there is performance here. Because God wants the holy person, the rigorous performance. The goal, the reflect divine attributes like love and the justice and the clarity in the world. So the God want the person, the fixed value and the universal and the possible decision and the goal is the reflect divine attribute like love, the justice, and the clarity in the world. Okay. The second, the rigorous performance. The performance, what is the performance? What is that? What is the performance? So you want to try to do some the challenging or operation, the implement, right? So Christian society, what is the performance? Is the attempt to earn the maintain the standing thought, is the behavior. So behavior is my for example, I want to try to something do. The justice we have a more fairly, and sometimes we are friendly, or we have to control the behavior by myself. So I want to something do. Maybe other people want joy and they accept or respect is my behavior. The performance is very important. But sometimes it's my behavior or movement more abstract, or sometimes dirty, or sometimes it's ugly. Maybe other people don't like it. It's my behavior. The performance is very, very, very powerful. So Adam, Eve, after eat the apple, and they take off everything, and they hide in the lip, right? So the performance, because they feel shy, and then they know that they have the big mistake. The performance, so it's the attempt to earn, the maintain standing towards the internal behavior. It's often the feel like the treatment where you have to keep learning just to stay in a place. So sometimes you have to know that we have to learning, or we have to know that it is stop. But usually God have a plan. The human, they have a test. So we have to follow the guideline. We have step by where we have the, for example, we have a freeway in the local road. The freeway, maybe we turn on the navigation, so maybe 10 miles after you have to do that something. So we know that, right? So with the guideline, navigation is a guide of the position. But sometimes local road, you have to stop the signal. Sometimes we have to turn overnight, so traffic. So we have to know that, right? So maybe God give make a law and they have a point. We are maybe just follow very easy. But sometimes the local road, we drive in the local road, no turn off the navigation, we don't know. This morning, I'm from my home, maybe 2 hours the traffic, but I step by the other place, so turn on my navigation. But usually I using my routine using the 210, 210 or sometimes the 15 or 5. But navigation they want to give a strange road. So sometimes they confused. Or maybe I have to come here the line 30, but sometimes I don't know that. But maybe I don't have navigation, maybe alerts. Yeah, sometimes the confusing. So I'm worried about that. How can I do? But navigation more smart than me. I believe with the navigation. So I come here more early, arrive here. So sometimes we don't know. We are performance and then we are goal. But sometimes we follow the guiding direction, you are more easy. Just passive position, just follow law, there's no problem. So the regular performance, we have to depend on or rely on is God's position. Good morning. The conditional value, your sense about goodness and filters based on how well you're the follow rule or reduce the day. The follow rule. So the conditional value, so the Christian have to follow is a Christian rule, right? So maybe non-Christian, they don't mention about the word, they don't care. But because we are Christian, so we follow the God rule. So we hear the religious that day, because the Christian, we have quiet time every morning. I have a quiet time every morning. So I learned from the Bible. So your sense of goodness, the ability is based on how, and you are part of the rule or religious day. The competitive, what does it mean? The competitive, it often is comparing yourself to others. I'm more double than them. The deep shame or when you fail. The competitive here. So the image of God and regress the performance. So I am and them. So compare the competitive. So it often needed to comparing yourself others. I am more David than them. So sometimes I'm very happy than other person because I have money, I have a good house, I'm very handsome, something. Sometimes depression, I'm very sad. Why? I don't have a home. Sometimes I have the sickness. So he's the more rich and he have a big house. It's compatible. So he's saying when you pair. So maybe I'm happy and then I have a good car and a good house. I'm the more comfortable. I'm very lucky person. But sometimes when I pair, oh, it's my life poor, my life, and then sadness, and then we have depression. So it's compatible here. We're very we have a similar your life, right? And anxiety is dividing because rely on the human effort. There's always the leggings, the question. Have I done enough? Yeah, your question mark. Anxiety event. So this means I don't sacrifice is my performance in my situation. So everybody want to make money. Everybody want a more high level position. Everybody want a more healthy life, right? So it's not enough. So I have a question. So your sacrificing your life now, is it enough? Or you need more something, the financial or home, the health? How about you, the situation? Now I'm very happy and I enjoy my life. That I have the sacrifice is my life. Or you have more,
우리말로 해도 돼요?
네네.
조금 이렇게 보통 사람들하고 이제 제 삶의 가치관이 이렇게 다르니까요. 그러니까 이런 거 이해하실까요, 교수님이? 슬퍼도 주님을 위하여 슬프고, 기뻐도 주님을 위하여 기쁘고, 또 고통스러워도 주님을 위한 나의 고통이다 생각하고, 이렇게 어려움이 와거나 또 기쁨이 오거나 그냥 저는 똑같아요. 그냥 이렇게 주님 아까 교수님 어제 지난번에도 그러고 패시브를 주장하시잖아요. 그렇게 패시브로 사니까 이렇게 어려워요. 아주 살기가 보통 사람들이 상상할 수 없을 만큼 어려운 생활을 하지만 그 어려움이 이 세상에서만 있는 거니까 그 주님을 위한 고통이다 생각하면 그렇게 어렵지 않아요. 그냥 이렇게 받아들이게 되고 이 어려운 가운데 내가 조금 더 정성을 들여야 되겠다. 내 마음을 다해서 이 일을 해야 되겠다. 이런 마음으로 사니까 그냥 그냥 좋아요.
Okay. Okay. Hi. Yeah, it's done. Yeah. Morning. Hi, Minister.
Hi, sir. Morning.
Yeah. So I have a question to you. Have I done enough? Anybody you share? The anxiety divine, because it's rarely human effort, there is always leggings the question. Have I done enough? What's name?
Window.
Linda. Are you happy? Your life?
Yeah.
So you have a lot of money, a house, and a kid.
It doesn't need to have much money.
Okay, what
It's
is
not
your
all the
purpose in your
happiness.
life?
The happiness is that you have a fulfillment to your life, that you have God. This is the
Okay.
most important thing.
Okay, good.
Money will come and go.
Okay.
Yeah, but the happiness that God can give it to you
Preach it.
is
Okay.
very important.
Okay, Mister, you don't hide it back there. come from here. Mister, how about you? You happy your life? You not you everything in your situation, or you need more anxiety?
No, it's everyday happy.
Happy?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you. Okay, Sonny, how about you? You happy your life? I'm in situation. I will big money, big house, big family. But you have all the time you are the lagging or the stressful your life. I want more. The step. How about you? Think. You okay? You're happy? Okay, you're a happy person. Okay, the goal, the managing on certification or pace the ability stores the checklist, the style evidence. Yeah, so we have to check each by person and we have each step. So is my goal is okay, or sometimes the fail or win, and sometimes celebration or this celebrated is my life. So we have to checklist every time. So we have to follow up the where is my focus? Is money or some the value of life? Is more health or we are Christian, so we have to follow up the Christian the culture. So depend on where the focus. So we are the value person. Okay. The core difference. The future imageable God, the English performance. So we have the subject, the image of God is the English performance. The source, image of God, the divine gift. Yeah, gift. What is gift? We have some the birthday, we have some the holiday or something. We have a ceremony was gift. So I think I'm gift my of God. So you are gift, the God of gift. So value person. So you guys very handsome, you're pretty, and you're good value of a person. But the religious performance, the human effort, the episode is naturally is very handsome. But the human effort, the surgery plus surgery, more we make it more beautiful something. Because the human effort, the divine gift, we have the image of God, image of God, because God gives us more good pace, right? The stability, unchanging, but the human, the religious performance, participate or behavior. So sometimes behaviors more good performance, or sometimes the ugly behavior. The motivation, love and then gratitude, but fear of guilt, the religious performance, and then internal state, less and then spirit, but visualization, the confusion, and sometimes burnout. So we have the difference. Image of die or God, degrees of performance. On the outward tension, the many people find themselves that trap is a performance, the behavior, that because they have forgot their image. This morning is the voice president talked to me. Today is more the powerful and the sweet. More than Thai is more good handsome. So my answer every time the same. So my image. So my car have two shoes, too sweet. Every time I want to meet some person, I want to show is the image. All the time the same the image. So what is the image? Christian image of God. When you feel your value, it's a stake where every time you make a mistake, you move from the living and out of your identity into performing for your identity. Okay, so Sonny, I have a question. So, what kind of your image, identity? So, what kind of job? Name is Sonny, right? So, what kind of job? Work,
beauty,
stylist or what kind?
eyelash extension,
What kind?
eyelash,
Artist. Artist. Okay. Paul, what kind of job?
No job.
No job?
No job.
Oh, you have a money person, right? You have rich. You don't need to retire. Mister, what kind of job?
He's self-employed.
Okay. So everybody asks, what's your name? And what kind of job, right? So identity, right? ID, number, driver's license. So we know that we have organ, we see how tall, how many pounds of black eye. It's not the identity. The identity means the spiritually, where with identity, where we focus the value. The minister, what kind of your value person? What kind of your focus in your life? Money, health, the family. What is that?
First is God, then family.
Family, God and family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Sonia, how about you? Where your the value or the focus in your life? Money, family, or health, or baby, or whatever.
just myself.
Just you myself. Okay. Okay. So everybody have the value and the focus life. So you have the move from the living out of your identity into performing for your identity. So within the context of our identity is complete and the concept of our self, the pairs self, are measured. Good morning. Joy, the single case or many individual or case, the confusion between the being created in the image of God and the defining identity, the thought degrees performance. The Bible calls the image of our God, immediately, appearance that human words and the ideas are inherent, the bestowed by God in Himself, rather than on the thoughts, the behavior or spiritual achievement. The Genesis 1:27. So behavior on the thoughts, behavior or spiritual achievement. Genesis 1:27. If you have a Bible, you see that this foundational truth establishes our identity as a root in the relationship. The Adam Eve have relationship in the God, the good relationship. But after eat the apple, the relationship is broken. So not performance. However, when faith communities or personal belief system over influence external the behavior, the spiritual discipline is a very out of control discipline, and or the moral perfection, and the individual may begin to encourage their value in how where they perform the degrees. So they Adam and Eve they persistent, right? They not obey the God. Like please, Adam, you have to make the Eden garden, so you can eat everything, but only one this fruit can touch. Maybe you'll die. So they having some the position and the guideline, but they have performed they broken. They are big mistake, right? So individually may begin to inherit their value in how where they perform degrees. Not human or some the self. So Adam, the evil, they have the performance, but they pay self. Here, this one. His performance based identity often lead to the development of what counseling, the framework, I explained the framework, we have a picture. So why do we have framework? You want to protect the damage, the picture. So we have you have the wood, and there was a mirror, so glass. So we're gonna take a picture, no scratch or something. But Eden Garden, we had a framework. So because Adam had the manager of the Eden Garden, so a lot of the crew, everything we had, but then we had to keep, and inside of the rule of God, right? So we want keep the good picture, the God word, and the framework in the Eden Garden, but Adam and Eve broke everything. So the parasite, the construct identity design to me to receive the experimentation rather than to reflect alternate being. The spiritually, this parasite may appear devout, discrying, and then outwardly the practical. The while internally is the individual experience, anxiety, the shame, or fear of the failure. The latter names living from the scalar identity in God, the person that become the divine, the author, the comparison and evidence of our judgment. So the sin, why they talk to Adam and Eve here, the personal, because Adam and Eve they don't have a personal experience, never. So they want a more easy way. So rather than living from the scalar identity God, divine the author, the confusion, evidence of our judgment. The sin they want to try the judgment of more shaking. Adam, Eve, try. You not die because you looks like you can live. You are looks like you are God. Okay, please try. No problem. So the Adam, Eve, the judgment is fair, right? So we have the system. But from the counseling, the perspective, the dynamic mirrors, or cognitive distortion, the search ad or lacking, the thinking, the conditional self-worth, and the perpetration. The distortion, the search ad all or lacking, the thinking, the conditional self-worth, and the perfectionism here. So we have the framework and also the counseling, the framework, the exists way the past self. So sometimes we have care, we do the advice or counseling. So counseling or personal or mental, how can I solve the solution? We see which person of a situation, the back, the front, the up, the down. We see everything. Yes, we have to know that more. The discover word. We have to more release our performance, and also when we have the past self, then we can help them. Okay. The theoretical is the release performance can distort the image of God. By portraying him, the female is irrevocable rather than relational. When individual believe God, love the Christus, the base or evidence, based on evidence. We not actually we have to push. The push will mean we have to rely on or somebody or guideline. So we have to follow the God guideline. The spiritual productivity, the production, right? The productivity. So based on evidence or the spiritual productivity, is very important here. So they may internalize or destroy the view of both God and self. So we have sometimes we are Christian, so sometimes we have to choose A and B. So maybe we choose A more easy, learn the money. Last time I explained to maybe we have option A and B. Maybe I can make money more easy, and then we have more house and everything. So more anxiety, and then we have some the value person, the B, but it's not Christian way. So maybe I pick up the B we have small money, small house, small car, but we have the more comfortable, right? We have the past evidence, we are so spiritual, we have the challenge, and we have the personally, we follow the God, so more peace of mind. So anxiety here, I make money, but sometimes we have to cheating the person, more we have to more something the change your life. So maybe you can make money, more good life, but sometimes my spiritual the affair is low. Sometimes damage over my spiritual the function. But B, we are a small money, small house, so small. Sometimes we have a struggling in my life, but it's more peace of mind and the joy. So here, so we have two kinds. The subject, the obedience was spiritual production is very important. They may encourage distorted view of God and the self. This often results in a good revive the behavior rather than generally or spiritual growth. The spiritual very important here. So I want to make money, and then also I want to make good position. I want to make a more value person, but sometimes I feel it's a very screwed time. Sometimes this one is my road, my goal. Confused sometimes. I'm very working hard person, but sometimes my result is not fair. But some people, easy way, they sometimes be so many vacation, and I think very easy not they are working hard, but they have big house, good car, but I know that they have the drug dealer, so it's not happy. I found out, what kind of job? It's a drug dealer. So they have a lot of money. So it's not Christian way. But I know it's my friend, very religious person, holy person. Every day morning, the 2-hour quiet time, every Sunday, the achievement over the church life, and the behavior performance very good, but all the time poor. But it's a smile, all the time peace of mind. So who respect them? Me or the drug dealer or the poor, the church member? So sometimes we have to confuse. It's not unfair. But we see here, the counseling within the faith-based framework, must therefore help individual discourage between healthy or spiritual practice that part of that identity and accomplish for performance that attend to a scale identity. So identity is a very important here, right? The healthy spiritual practice is the number one, it's A. But the B, they don't have it. They don't have spiritual power, no unhealthy spiritual and the unhealthy behavior. The restoring this distinction allows client to reconnect, reborn. We have belief, and also we have the powerful the performance, but we have the imago too. Here, restoring and reconnect, and then reborn. So we born again, right? So there, achieving self, the ground, the grace, and then the fear. So we have fear all the time. We have feeling the fear, the struggling in life. But sometimes we have reborn, and we will have grace, and also we have a happy life. When you look at the image of God, the versus the performance thought is lens over psychology. You are essentially looking at the battle between your true self and your false self. So we have the conflict, we will compare the true self or the false self. This conflict arises when we stop the believing that our inherent identity is enough and start believing the must or survive or belong. So must, we have our the same value. The false, we have two kinds, the false self and we have a true self. The performer, the false self is a psychological concept that popularized by thinkers like Thomas Merton and Donald incarnate in a religious context. The fact of self is a version of you that built attachment, and attachment. Minister, what is the attachment or attachment? What is that? You can explain. Attachment. What is the attachment and attachment? Minister?
Oh, sir.
Yeah, what is that? What is the difference?
About
Attachment or attachment?
attachment and achievement.
Yes.
Attachment is about something that you want. You cannot let go to yourself. Achievement is like your dreams and desire that being fulfilled in your life.
Okay, and then attachment.
Achievement and attachment. Yeah, attachment is something like very important to yourself, and you don't want it to, to be away from your life. And achievements is the things that you get from labor and you succeeded.
Okay. So active in the passive. So what is the passive or what is the active? So the attachment or attachment. Attachments equal active, right? And attachments the passive, right? So attachments mean we have sent the email, we send the email to somebody. So we are attachment with we find a file, right?
Oh,
We are the plus. So we had to learn, we had to live together the God frame. Yeah. So we had attachment. So we inside it here, attachment, right? And attachment, myself here, the picture, and Jesus God inside here, the framework. So I want performance, the behavior, reflect the image of God, because my Jesus inside here, and more activity we learn in the stuff. But this attachment we have more God, image of God inside there, right? With the passion and the God inside here is active, right? The achievement. So I want the whole life. So maybe we more the personality or individuality, the behavior is part of the God. Okay, you understand here, right? Yes or no? You are same thing, same value.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. The mask. It is the person you are freedom to your religious community, the on who labored David, always prayers, or power every use of perfectly. The fruit is none or the 3D layers of identity. We have 3 parts. I am what I do, the performance. How can I do? I am what I have. The person to do, I do, and what I have. The position or blessing, I am what others say about me. I am what others say about me. Repetition. Okay. Mister.
Sure.
Other person say about you. What you say? Oh, Mister is a good person, holy person, or some other person about you. Somebody talk to you. Oh, Mister, you're something. This kind of person.
What's the question, sir?
Someone ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that? Maybe, oh, Mister, you're a good person because I like you, your behavior, your holy life, or something, your good hand. your face is not handsome, but you're a very friendly person. Some people talk to you, right? Yeah, so you know that somebody talk to you. Oh, I am what kind of person?
Yeah.
What kind of person are you?
Oh.
Humble job. He is humble though.
A humble person? Okay. Yeah, somebody talk to me, humble person. How about Joey?
I'm friendly.
You're friendly? Okay. It's a repetition, right? So it's very important, right? If you wanna introduce somebody, so maybe you have the true or you have trust. So you talk to somebody, right? But you're not not trust, you're not introduce somebody, right? And then also, we have to something refer to some interest of either car or insurance or whatever, the house. So usually we have the newspaper advertising. No, usually repetition, right? Maybe you call the friend or the neighbor. Do you know I want to buy a car? Something. Do you know some dealer? So maybe repetition good. So maybe they more touch, right? But sometimes newspaper we have a lot of advertising. We not touch number. We don't know. Just you have information list. But in repetition, you have to choose. So we have to more easy. So we have the three kinds of here, the what I do and the what I have and then what others say about me. So the performance, the blessing, and the repetition is a three part. The probabilities, because the pure self is a near, non-near, this one. It requires constant maintenance. After performance, the sleep, the past or self-experience. Essential twice because it has more now foundation. Because of no years, no foundation. So if we have something to do, if we have get a good leader, you have the foundation, you have to be very strong, right? Maybe not strong, maybe we are bold or something plan, very easy to destroy or not appear, right? Because you want to make a good house, so we have a foundation, you have to more maintain some more cement, is very good, right? But maybe no cement and just ground to something square, very easy, broken or destroyed, right? The foundation very important here. So we have foundation, we have the spirit, the foundation. There's a because the spiritual affair, this the testable blame, the very good important here. The compatible word, the true self. Second, the true self is your identity inside the mind of God. In the mind of God, it is the person you were the created to be before you start trying to impress anyone. But before you start trying to impress anyone, we have in the mind of God the framework inside of my heart. So we have to inside the mind of God, the core. This is where the imago Dei decide. It is the part of you that is already love, already enough, and cannot be increased by the success or decreased by the failure. Because we have it is part of our that already love and already enough. So cannot be increased by success or decreased by failure. So we don't need anxiety, right? So because we have already enough. So I have already value person over the God world. So we don't need suffering the failure or sometimes pain. So she talked, I'm very sunshine, or some rain day, I'm happy. Because sunshine, I can breathe and we can more good view. But sometimes your rain day, after we have rainbow, right? So depend on situation, we are the pain or joy or the depression, sad, but we had change it, reborn. We have reset up and the reborn. What's mean? Because we have foundation of our spiritual power, the good performance, and after we have some issue, we are happy person, value person. Why? We already loved by our God and already the inner. Okay? So cannot be increased by the success or decreased by the failures. We don't need the stress. The freedom, when you live from the true self, the good work, or rigorous practice in the way to get a love, or they are overflow or being loved, the freedom. So maybe you have $1 million, but you have now, you live with the jail here. But you can send the money, you can using the money. I have a rich, but I have only here, my room, the jail here. But happy, or the cost here, just $1,000. You spend time, but I can do everything. I want to go to taco, I want to Chinese restaurant, I want to something to the coffee shop, and I have freedom. It's my behavior or no limit, right? It's a more happy person, right? But I have $1 million. We have the corner here, but I can open door. I need a permit. It's not unhappy, right? So freedom is very powerful in the performance, right? The identity of our countries, the split. The conflict occurs when there is a wide gap between who you are actually, the belief, the flow, the desire, and who you think you must be to be accepted by God or your community. Yeah, so who you think you must be to be accepted by God or your community. So we repetition too. So you want to buy something, I need a repetition over some people. So it's my identity as created by community or God. So maybe we have our performance or I believe or my behavior, repetition, the by God, we are whole life. But the community, we focus the community. So is my behavior or performance not reality or sometimes I have no money, but I show I rich person. I don't have the minus account, but I want a big good car, Ferrari or something, the Benz. So maybe I want to show people. Why? I need a repetition or good image of by the community, right? So no money, maybe they ignore me, right? So I have my performance, I have more upset by the community. So we have to focus the God or community. The lyrics or mask, the cycle, we have the four kind the content, fear, projection or isolation, visualization. We have burnout, add more burnout, the same thing value. The fear, if people or God show near me, they wouldn't love me. Fear. Yeah, depression, some isolated people, oh, really, I'm worried about that. Maybe if I do something to, maybe Joy like me or she like me. So in the fear. And projection, you create or highly spiritual the personal. Yeah, you create or highly spiritual the personal. Isolation, even when you are price for your performance, you feel lonely or because you know they are pricing the mass than you. The isolation. So we have to stay by self here. So disconnect the community or disconnect communication or some the regulation. Disqualification, the energy required to keep the past self lead to burnout or disconcentration. Disconcentration and burnout. Yeah, disconcentration. So disconcentration means you destroy, no creative, no production. But moving from the performance to being, the shift is often described or that or the past self, the pathway or inspired. It involves the terrifying but liberating relation where you can drop the performance and the immediately in the steady there, the holding your word intact. The moving from the performing to being, there's inspire or this story and the pathway to the past self. So you can drop the performance and the immediate God with the steady there, the holding your word intact. The mean, and I feel and I meet in the God. So she talked to me. So whatever one, I'm separation or disparition, the creative or this story, my life, the failure, all the time is my boundary area, the God. We not suffer from the pain, we are joy. Right? The summarizer, your the question will answer. The summarizer. Whatever is my situation, I'm very happy person. Why? All the time God hears my life, the side. So this one, the moving from performance being, whatever, there's or passive or I will a good person or not person or isolation or I'm pulled down, whatever, I don't care. I'm happy person. Why? It's my boundary area, the mind of God, and also I'm the image of the God emoji. The performance say, I mess up, therefore I'm bad. The performance say, the identity say, I mess up, but I am still reflection of our divine. This means the community side, I mess up, oh I'm bankruptcy, I have failure, I have no car, no home, I'm homeless, I'm bad person or I'm poor person. But I say I mess up, but I'm still son of God, and I am a brave person, so I can do, so I can stand up again, reflect or live on, reset up, live in. So the performance say, this put our out of our world, the community side, and the identity say is the God side. So I mess up, I failed, but I can do again because I live on by the God. Okay, so this second I should say is a very important here your life. Okay, the burnout, loss of calling, and identity confusion. Sometimes identity confusion, the healing, the calling, means what is calling? I call you this morning. You calling. What does calling mean? You're Christian.
Being in Christian term,
Yes.
calling is a calling.
Just calling.
You are called for a purpose.
Focus.
Yeah, purpose.
Okay. Sonny, what is calling? I call you this morning. Hello, Sonny. Is calling or what does it mean? The calling. Playful. Okay. This is joy.
You call me because you didn't get that.
Okay.
Because the word call.
How does call? Calling.
What the word
네.
우리말로 말하는 소면.
소면. 예. 예, 소면. The
하나님의
expression.
부르실 때 어떤 그 미션을 주면서 부르시는 걸 우리는 콜링이라고 해서
예. I have some schooling time and I will express the situation to my time. I want to study the pastor, the Christian the ministry. Sometimes I'm confused. I'm fighting to fight with myself. So when I'm my second time, I want to become the pastor or not. I have a dream. I have dreams and the doctor, and then I have a counseling job. So I want to travel the world, and I want to try to do more good counselor. But sometimes also my talent, the God give to me. I'm the teaching the person, and then I'm the cure the patient. So I want to ministry the medical ministry job, the past something. So we have the attachment or attachment. So the calling's attachment, right? So I want this one. It's not calling. It's an attachment. I don't want. I want to keep this way. But David, Choi, you're my son. You have to do. You have to help the person. So please think about the calling me. Hello, baby, you're my son. Okay, I know you're very handsome. So you're famous. You're something to do. But how about you change your Lord? Can you help me? Can you help my hand? So you wanna try to my goal, and then you wanna try to my mission. This is a calling. It's an attachment. The attachment. I want something to become to some the personality or personally I'm equal to something. But the calling, so the passion. I don't want this is one. I don't want. But I have to do. Why? Inside my heart, I had to do something, obedience to something. I have to do something. Why? God give the calling, and God give it mission, and then God give it some emission. So this calling. So sometimes I repeat so many times the calling. The God give to me calling. I'm calling, so I'm so many times repeat them, but now upset because I'm more comfortable. Really, I had to my job here. Why? Because long time ago, the God gave me the heart. So I had to study. So the burnout, loss of calling, and the identity confusion. So when you have calling, you listen calling the God. You have to talk your church member, or you have the pastor and the minister. So maybe the communication. So your attachment or attachment with a more clear, so you don't need the confusion. Okay. The burnout, loss of calling, and identity confusion, begin to work consequence over the sustained rigorous performance and unresolved identity conflict. The burnout occurs when individually, the personally continually operate from obligation rather than enterprise or purpose, or expanding the emotional, the structural burnout, and the psychological energy burnout without escape toward desperation. Desperation and when we apply physical body, dehydration. Because we have to drink water every day, your 8 ounces or 10 times, 1 liter is much better. But you're not drinking the water, maybe we have dehydration. When the extraction, the burnout or something, the physically burnout, and then you have pain or dizzying, you are too tired, right? Because we have no hydration. So this is dehydration. Attitude dehydration without the circular energy. Impact context. This is especially common among those who suffer intensely. They hold leadership load, or the peer pressure, the embodied the spiritual record all the time. The over time construct self-monitoring. The self-monitoring, last time I explained the trigger point. So the self-monitoring and the supervision or personal lead can lead to emotional discretion, the burnout, the cynicism or spiritual disengagement, the spiritual disengagement. The loss of callings often the follow burnout, and individuals begin to question whether their sense or purpose was generally God given or merely adapted to be expectation. When identities or overlays intervene with our ministry role, the legal success or external affirmation, the algorithm over the law can trigger profound confusion about the self-worth direction. The counseling nurture not the identity foreclosures, the committing to identity without exploration that can intensify the crisis, especially when life circumstances or drift or assumed path. Circumstances will disrupt the assumed path. Identity confusion emerges when individuals no longer know who they are apart from their degrees of function or possible failures. The possible, we have the active or possible, passive, right? The possible, the failures, or the degrees of function. The spiritually, this may manifest or either door. What is either door? We have the word the cash out and the bank, right? From the faith practice, the sentiment of power of God, or feeling of a spiritual emptiness, psychologically standpoint, it is a critical normalize their experience and indicate the word visibly identity rather than the spiritual failures. The therapeutic work can then focus on helping individuals reconnect with your intrinsic value, explore honesty, desire, and reframe calling as involving the relationship with God and rather than a fixed role or achievement. The explore honesty, desire, and reframe the calling and then involving relationship with God. Then the fixed role or achievement. So the relationship with God is very important here. The faith integrate counseling. Last time we have the personality or community and the God. So we have the integrate the counseling and past that last reflect and the orientation the thought God unconditional love essential to healing. Decline the identities apart from performance allow individual to rediscover purpose that you are sustainable, life-giving, and rooted in the truth than obligation. So we have here obedience. The obedience we have here. The freedom here. The good work, religious practice, way to gain love, they are all overflow in being love here, right? So here, Lordland, the obligation, the same thing. The number one, the burnout. We already studied the burnout. The definition of resource, the burnout is just being tried. It is a stable emotional, the physical and the mental inclination, the burnout that caused by excessive or prolonged stress. The stress level is very high. the anxiety, the heart temper, or sometimes cortisol hormone, adrenaline hormone that come a lot. So they have being tired, and it's a dehydration, and also burnout, the spiritual dehydration. The three pillars, it is traditionally defined by exaggeration, cynicism, detachment from the job, and sense of reduced pressure, apathy. They feel like you are failing even when you're, The physical toll, it often the manifests is a chronic fatigue, headaches or sleep, insomnia, the dysphonias. So physical toll. Sometimes when I too tired, it's hard my condition, but sometimes I can sleep. So why? Because sometimes the body is very tired, so we can sleep, and sometimes we're hungry, so we can sleep. So also we have spiritually burnout and then exhaustion or failing or something the cynicism or something the fail is some of a job. So we are physically told, we have a chronic fatigue or headaches or some sleep deprivation or sometimes insomnia. So we have some problem, right? The spiritual the burnout. The word, unlike regular stress, the regular stress, where you appear there too much to do. Too much. Yeah, everything we have to balance, right? Too low or too high, too much to do something. The burnout feel like you have nothing left to give. So this one, what means we have somebody. I have a plan 10. So we want divide the step by step. Today I have 3, maybe tomorrow 3. We have the week plan, no stress. But sometimes we have 10. I have to do something one day. So too much the hurry, and then so nothing left to give. So no less. So we have the more stress, the burnout. This one, this for the burnout here. The loss of callings. The reason of why the loss of calling. A calling is the feeling that your work, your central part of your purpose. When this fact, the emotional impact is profound. Because we have a health problem, the moral injury, this often happens when you are focused to your work in a way that contribute your value on healthcare work, unable to provide quality care to bureaucracy. So healthcare work unable to provide quality care. This illustrates the gap between idealist version of your careers, the little over become to wide of the bridge. So the moral injury, this Israeli movement, and the functional, the meaningful, you can stay be good at your job, but it starts to feel like a performance rather than the contribution. So we have 3 parts: the moral injury, or the instrument, or functional, or meaningful. So this one, the loss of calling. The identity of confusion, the who am I, Christ, who am I? So value, identity here, who I am. Who am I? When your self-worth title is clearly your professionally or your professional title, any hit to your career feel like your essential truth. Immeasurement, this occurs when the boundary areas between your personal identity and the professional role disappear. If you are a lawyer, doctor, artist, and that's now become the painful. You feel as though you are disturbing. The empty chairs effect. When you step away from the world, you may realize you have no hobby, interest, or social cycle world that interconnects to your job. The grip, living or losing the career path of often immovable, the genetic grading process for version of you that no longer exist. So this investment, the empty chair path, the grip. So we have the identity confusion. Who am I? The loss of everything. So maybe you lost your kid or your family. Sometimes I feel isolation. Who am I? Where's the parents? My sister, my kid, no more. Sometimes divorce, when I divorce, or sometimes the nursing goes, oh, how can I do it myself? The fear of life. So we had something that the identity confusion, the loss of property, loss of our financial, loss of people. So enhancement, the empty chair impact, the grip. Now, so empty house syndrome, the Korean cultures maybe we live together, but sometimes the parents take care of the baby, but they become the others, so they want privacy or some life, or sometimes they want to marry, so they want the family, so they have living over the family. So the empty housing, the syndrome. So together, live together, we're happy, or sometimes the mess of a house or something, but very quiet. Before we were loud, or some eating together, cooking, or some playing, very happy, enjoy, right? But sometimes my only, right? The brother or sister or the passed away, the parent, everybody go. Only my home, only myself. So lonely, right? Isolation. So sometimes you're not happy, right? So empty house syndrome, the great living or losing career path often immovable, the genetic craving the press over the version over you, what no longer is that. How they interconnect. Does the three often fit in the cycle, the burnout. Burnout, the make it impossible to hear the passion over your calling, which then the triggered identity confusion as you wonders who you are without that the passion. The passion very powerful, right? So I want to do something. No passion, you can't achieve anything, right? So how they interconnect. So burnout and calling, identity confusion, but it's under who you are without that passion. No, recovery usually requires the passion, decoupling your value, your human beings from your output and the worker. The recovery usually requires recovering your value as a human being from your output as a worker. So some people and depressed, isolation, sometimes or lonely period, you have a solution. What to do? This kind of isolation area. So we have to meet people, and we have patience. We miss something to outside the world, output. So we have a solution. Okay. So Elijah, there's the equation of burnout. The scripture 1 Kings 19. Elijah is the poster child for burnout after massive spiritual victory. He is treated by the Queen Jabal, the complete snap, the symptoms, he peers into wilderness, sits under a tree, and prayer to die. He say, I have had enough, though, take me my life, I am longer better than I answered. So the symptom, I have got everything, so please take my life. Yeah, please take my body. I am no better than my answer. The physical toll, he is so deeply that is peered to the deep sleep. Yeah, usually the depression people, the burnout people, they have a lot of oversleep. The remedies, interestingly, God doesn't give him lots of first. He sent an angel to provide the food and the sleep, the pill, right? The nutrition. The God addressed the physical respiration before addressing the spiritual price. I have experience. Every month I visit the Seattle, Washington D.C. and Washington. I have some the patient over there. There's some patient that can sleep. For 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and also they have a lot of medication and some mental problems. Sometimes they're stressful and some sickness. So they want to try the sleep, but it's not easy. So the remedy, good remedy is sleep. Maybe you guys, how many hours the joy? Today is your 10 hour, 14 hours sleep, right? You late. How many hours sleep?
5.
5 every day?
That's why she don't grow up.
5, 6.
That's why she don't grow up.
It's 5 hours.
Lack of
Okay.
sleep.
How many hours you sleep?
Only 7.
Seven?
Yo, jadi saya nak
Sonny, how many hours sleep every day? 7 hours. So sometimes when you feel you're tired or isolation burnout, you more sleep or less of sleep? You more sleep?
More sleep.
More we can do too, right?
more
Yeah. So sometimes we have too much stress, so we drop everything. We have breath. And then we eat something, or the people, we have the meeting or some ceremony, and we have a sleep, is good for remedy. The stressful life and the inspiration or burnout. Okay. Jonah's complete of callings. We have mentioned the loss of calling, but the complete of calling. The scripture, the book of Jonah. So, Jonah's story is just about the spirit. It's about man who's holding the flat, so displaceable, his personal identity, that he's trying to delete his life mission. The loss of heart. Jonah didn't want his evidence. The little to be saved because they were his enemy. His calling required a message he didn't want to give. The conflict, he becomes so disillusioned. His illustration is a job God gave him that he went your official world direction. Identity or his mission, even when he's finally sunset, he sits in the heat, angry and miserable. He's a successful prophet who had his own success because he doesn't alienate with a personal desire. So have scripture, the complete of calling, have to listen, loss of heart, the complete identity or his mission. The pillars, the identity of Christ, the Luke 22 to John 21, the pillars identity was entirely wrapped into being the first discovered when there is Jesus 3 times that identity is shattered. the three time, right? The Jesus, when he's then is the Jesus three time, the identity was shattered, and the confusion after crucifixion, the Peter is lost. He said, "I am going fishing." The John 21-3. He returned his old life because he no longer know who is in the new world. So he felt the identity he spent 3 years waiting. So identity confusion. So this way is my law, it's my way. I have a decision, so I'm stuck this way. But sometimes I confuse. This law is my decision law, is good choice or not good choice. So I am going fishing. Why? I don't have the companies. Oh, this law is my job. It's not ugly. So I want back my home and I'm fishing because my job fishing. I'm using my routine with some more better confidence, with some more the easy. Why? Because it's a new world. But David, I can agree. I can see anything. So he returns his old life because he no longer knows who is in the new world. The he spent the identity. He spent 3 years waiting. Okay, I asked something before. We have sometimes we have identity confusion. Minister, hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, how long you have been the church culture job? How long?
How long? What?
10 years? Your ministry or
Mr. Do.
10 years or 15 years?
Depends.
No. How long been?
Ikaw
Yours.
gusto daw yan. Kailan hanggang
It's
How long?
20 years.
20 years?
Ah.
Now, can I ask your age? 45 or
I'm 41, sir.
41?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 41. So 20 is maybe you are 20, right?
Uh-huh.
Before your older life, and now to 20 years your ministry job.
Uh-huh.
So what are different? The between the compares it's older life and then your new life, right? So what's different? Your personality, or your culture, your lifespan, and yeah, maybe three part. So before older life, and then now you're putting your life, the key point.
You become more matured and more responsible than the old life.
Okay.
Yeah, and you learn many things than before.
Okay. How about Joy?
What's there?
It's the same.
Yeah,
Same.
Minister?
Yeah, Joy. How about your opinion? Your older life
And then
and then present life. So personality or your lifespan or the control your stress management.
I still think like more maturity because when you're young, you don't know what to do and then have challenges every day. Then you learn everything.
Okay.
That's it.
How about you? The bag of Joy.
Eddie.
Eddie? Yeah.
There's a lot of changes in your life because you learn every time there is a happen in your life, then you learn and you become you explore a lot of things.
Okay, go. How about you? Your older life and your present life, because you're from Japan, right? So they have a lot of the God, the Japan, and the Christian.
That's what we talked last
Yeah,
week.
last
Exactly.
week.
Yeah, the
So-
multiple gods. Yeah.
Yeah, so the before you became the before the Christian, and then you are just regular around the world, and you started Christian like only almost 3 years, right? 4 years.
Yeah.
So what's different in your life changing?
Oh, whoa, the difference. I think the perspective to the world is kind of like changed. Yeah, cause yeah, like I think through the Bible, like I could like learn some like perspectives, like as the frameworks, like
Okay.
the frameworks, to interpret the situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, sorry. I mean, I cannot explain that like very well, but something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Paul, how about you? The same question. Are you Christian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the before you are the first. How long you have been Christian life?
It's
Or like
been-
your whole life, or
yeah,
your
it's for my whole life. Yeah, especially now. The situation is now.
okay.
Yeah, because since when we are like grow up, right, and we have responsibilities for being a Christian and the believers of God, so we shoulder some responsibilities, and now because we are like kind of matured, so we handle things to make it what the best we can do. Yeah, and it's a big like achievement in your life that you can achieve what God wants you to make, especially
So,
for this.
yeah, so festival card, and then your obedience of God, right?
Mhm,
You
yeah.
follow your life.
Yeah.
Sonny, are you Christian? Yes. Okay. What's the difference? Your old life, your whole life, your Christian life, or your maybe high school or university and not Christian life, and then now you have a Christian life. What's different in the focus?
I think understand other people more than young.
No, okay. So you're more the power more. You have the more the spirit of heart, right? Good hand. Okay. So every day you go to church every Sunday. No? Yeah. How about quiet time, cutie time? The cutie. Every morning. Every morning. Okay, good. So everybody have the individual the viewpoint and the lifespan. So we have a non-Christian or Christian, whatever. So today I want to focus the couples, the identity from his failures and delivered on the relationship or rather than or performance. Here, the figure private issue or administration. We have a three person, the comparative. Elijah, the burnout, the physical, emotional, the collapse, wanting to quit everything. The Jonah, loss of calling, deep resentment toward how to work, the learning way, the fears and the confusion, returning to old version of self after the possible failure. So he's returning to old. The fears they want I want to fishing, I want to back to my home. Get through. I have a question. So you want to back to your older life? Now you're feeling like you're happy, right? So you want to back older life or you want to keep going?
Keep going.
Just keep going. How about Joy?
Keep going, sir.
Sonny, how about you? You want to back? I have a lot of money before a long time ago, so I want to back, or you want to keep going? You like you like this one? Keep going. Mister, how about you? You back?
Minister?
Yes, sir.
You want to keep?
Keep going.
Keep going, or you want to back all the life?
Of course, keep going, sir.
Keep going. How about you?
No retreat, no sorry.
Yeah, 100% keep going.
Okay. How about you? Keep going, or you want back over your old life? You want back or the life, or you want to keep going? This your life.
Keep going.
Keep going. Okay. So how about the second one? You want to upgrade or old version. You have a cell phone, right? Smartphone. So you wanna, I give you $100. So you wanna upgrade? Well, I don't need it. I wanna old style. Yes or no? Old style?
Upgrade.
Upgrade. How about you, Joey? Okay, right? Sonny, how about you? I give you $100. So you wanna change your smartphone or cell phone to change it, upgrade it, or you wanna, oh no, I want old style. Okay, right? So we have merchandise. So we have culture. So we viewpoint different. Where's value? So we have to value the smartphone. So maybe you want a more comfortable or more shape good, more multi-functional. So we upgrade. But we took the spiritual viewpoint. Maybe we see it's my certain value. Here, right? The certain with degrees performance, the image of God. So it's my shape or my face and then my spiritual performance, everything similar. The image of God. We're happy you are upgraded, right? So everyone, some people, the failure person, you know what? I'm 10 years old, I will allow big house, big car. I will allow myself, the serviceman, I allow things, but now I don't have it. So all the time, you know what? Don't ignore me because I have a lot of things before. So every time they want the image of the God, right? Image of the back God all the time. So some people, they want to stay hidden. They want to go out. They don't want to go front. All the time, they think long time of history. They have some time shame. Yeah, time of the good memory. So they don't want keep is a happy life. But Christian, we are enjoy my life, right? We don't have a good car, we don't have a good house, but now I can do everything. I have freedom, and also I can enjoy my life span. So we have to keep going, right? The same thing. The smartphone, everybody want update. Everybody want good respectable lifespan. But we don't have no passion, you can't do anything. Because no passion, burnout, the failure, you have isolation, and your depression is a minus energy. So we have the more plus energy, we have to more keep going in front, because we have the more image of God, the more powerful. Right, so today we learned identical conflicts and the past self, the image of God and the degrees of performance, the image of God and the degrees of performance, the moving from performance being, the burnout, the also calling, and identity confusion we learn. So